Alright, so what you're going to need for this project is a hammer, a board, RB3 off-road sleeves, or you can make your own. But this is a good company. They're starting out and they have other products too. So, and these are quality. So if I was to make some, I'd probably make it out of steel. They're pretty. Channel locks, that's my choice to bend the ears because you got to tweak them just a little bit on the lowers. You can have a rubber hammer, helps a little bit. Some kind of a punch, something to kind of line it up. 14 millimeter, that's what the bolts are on the fronts. I'm not sure what the backs are, but I'm only doing the front, so at least on this video. So 14 millimeter, you can use impact, whatever you want to use. I'm just using a ratchet and a flat wrench. And then lithium grease, because I'm going to grease them up, and a rag, so I can clean my nasty self. You can take the wheels off and it will make it a little easier. However, I'm not doing it. It actually worked pretty quick on the other side. So if you want to see this shock here, this is factory. This is the one we're going to work on. And then you can go over and look at the other one. That's off the 1000. Those are the front shocks. Bob Rack, the moderator on 700 forums for Honda, told me about this mod, and it's actually really good. It gives you about 1.5 inches, 2 inches of lift, tops, from what I've read, and it's just a lot beefier. And you need a jack. What I did down there is I just took a 2x or 1x or whatever board, put it across, made sure I'm connecting on both frame rails, and just lift the top up. And I didn't put anything under the A-arm. What I did is I just raised it up enough to where I was going to go ahead and connect the shock. Okay, you can actually raise your A-arm. You can raise this way up, and then you can tweak with your A-arm with another jack over here, down here if you had a small one at the bottom. But I just went ahead and did it with one jack. Let's get to it. On this side, take my 14s and make sure you're obviously not going righty. Want to go lefty, and then 14s go this way. It's kind of a tight fit. What I do is I just get these loose. I'll take them all the way where I get the nut off. This wheel right now is off the ground because that's how much lift it gave it, or extension the other shock gave it. Now the sleeves only go in the front shocks, they don't have to go in the back. Just FYI, if you use all 1000 Pioneer front shocks for the upgrade, which is what most do, you can just go ahead and you just buy the RB3 kit with the 4 sleeves, and you do the fronts, and then you just do your backs without the sleeves because you don't need them. This side, you want to watch your brakes and different things like that. This is an easy mod for somebody that's worked on suspension, or I mean isn't working. You got plenty of videos on this from many people, I'm sure. I'm just doing this to add to my video collection, show what's been done on the Honda. Alright, now you can just tap out the try not to bung up the threads. Never mind. Let me go ahead and lift this well. Let me use a rubber hammer. How about that? Can I reach in there? There we go. I'm gonna do the bottom. Sometimes I'll just go ahead and put my ratchet here right pried it out. It's time to screw itself out of there. You'll feel it kind of giving out. This thing's off the... There she goes. There she went. Easy peasy. Now this one should just slip right out. Boom. So this was the puny little ones that they come with, or replacing them with. Is this bad boy right there. And if you see the eyelets, you can kind of see the difference why you need the sleeve right there. But you're gaining on basically if you look at it, you're gaining that right there. See the head difference and the thickness of the spring. So you're gaining, that's how you're gaining your lift. So here's the deal. Don't be scared to bend these tabs. Down here. This right here, you don't want to, you know, be stupid and break it. But the reason I chose these is they fit all the way down to the bottom of this tab. Instead of bending the top over, you can grab the bottom and then you just tweak it over like that right there. You see that? And then you go over here, grab it down low, and you tweak it over there. Now, here's another thing I thought of. I could have taken the shocks and ground down the bushing in the shock, but you'd have to grind it, stop, let it cool, grind it, stop, let it cool. What I'm gonna show you is this. So you see this bushing? You can actually grind it down. But, do you notice the rubber around it? If you do that, you gotta do it real slow. Otherwise you'll heat up this rubber and you'll ruin your bushing. You'll ruin that rubber bushing in there. So, word to the wise, if you plan on doing that, be patient. It's probably better to do it this way because literally when you tighten it up, there's not that much difference. It's just a little bit off. Next thing, grab these spacers, basically to take up the slack, your bushing spacers. And what I do is I'm grabbing some lithium grease, put it on my finger, and then I'm greasing the inside and the outside. That's what you need your rag for. Because after you do this, you're gonna want one. Then whenever you put your bolt in, you can actually grease your bolt before you tighten it down too. So the way to do this, the way I'm doing it, you can do it however you want to do it, but this is how I'm doing it, is I'm putting the top in first. I'm leaving the bottom out right there. So I'm gonna slide my top in. I want my bolt. I know that grease isn't gonna last forever. It'll keep it from squeaking a little bit too. Run it through on the front side. Oops, don't want to pop out the spacer. And lift that up. Voila. You put your nut on the side just to hold it there. Now, you'll see that I'm off down here. Alright. One, make sure you're up just high enough whenever you jack this up to where you can hit the shock in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a board. You're going to see I'm not too far off from putting that bolt through there. Do a little bit on that side, it just depends. Put grease around the bolt again. This is why I got this tool here, so I can actually shove it in there, kind of move everything around. Just makes it easier. Do you have to have it? No. We're gonna just push as you twist. Hopefully. I'd rather do this than just beat the crap out of it, because if you do that, you're gonna probably screw something up. so I get too far. Just want to get them tight as you can, basically. I don't know what the foot pound, as long as they're like that. Tighten up the top. Main thing is don't get the tabs out too far, don't get the tabs out too less. Try to get the tabs out just right, but it's not that hard. Pretty easy. There you go. Let's set her down, see what she looks like. From side to side, there's a big difference. I mean, if you were to take a level and put it on there, it was angling down, now it's angling a little bit up. So we've gained probably 1.5 inches, 2 inches of lift. So that's it. That's how easy it is to put those on. It's not bad. I mean, it should take you, like, if you're really balls to the wall and you got your tools out, it'll take you about an hour to do it. That's it for the front. We'll start the back soon in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.